to make them stop and stare as I zone out. The club ain't even handle me right now. Watching me, I go all out. The club ain't even handle me right now. The club ain't even handle me right now. Can't nothing handle me.
Welcome everyone to Getting Involved at WMHS. My name is Ben and I'm a junior at Woburn Memorial High School. This show is all about the different clubs and activities that are offered here at WMHS. Today we have the tech crew. Here to represent this activity is Mike and Tyler. Thanks for coming on the show, guys.
No problem.
Thanks for having us.
All right, so what is the tech crew, and could you tell us a little bit about it?
Sure. What our tech crew is the Woburn Technical Theater Group, and we're a bunch of we're a student-run activity, but we have a technical advisor, and basically it's a teacher advisor, yes, and it's basically a technical group like you would have in the real world for real stage productions.
All right, so who is your advisor, and do you think they are effective?
Our teacher advisor is Paul Hayes. We feel like he's a pretty good character for the job, woodshop and technology. I mean, toss up out of all the teachers, he's probably our best choice.
How long has the tech crew been around for?
The tech crew has been around for about 8 years. So
8 years now.
A couple of students back in 2007, or actually 2006, I believe, started the tech crew because of the lack of people to run the theater for school-run events like future freshman night, sorry.
Mm-hmm.
And then we brought bigger productions in later.
Mm-hmm.
So like musicals and stuff like that?
Musicals,
Yeah, it was
things
definitely,
like that.
and when it started too, it was student run and student operated, so it was all just the students. And it worked really well back then, but there was a few things.
A few little flaws.
A few little bumps in the road.
How often and where do you meet?
We meet every Monday and Wednesday in the auditorium. So, well, it's kind of every Monday and Wednesday. We try, but I mean, there's not always stuff to do. It only is around when there's something coming up.
About how many people are members of the tech crew, and how do you join?
We have about 9 members at the moment, and if you want to join tech crew, you would go to Mr. Hayes' room in D305 and pick up the technical theater crew sheets, the actual sign-up sheets, and then just have them filled out by your teachers. As long as you're not on any academic probation, you're not failing any classes, you can join.
All right. So are there any certain leadership roles in the tech crew, like president, treasurer, or different like assignments?
Yeah, there are 2 roles. There's the stage manager, who's in charge of all the stage and everything that gets done down there, and then there's the technical director, which usually there's 1 stage manager, 1 technical director. But this year we couldn't really split the power, so Mike and I are both technical directors, and Josh Rodriguez was our most recent stage manager. That title kind of bounces around between different people, just whoever's doing the job.
Mm-hmm. So like, could you just like switch around every performance and stuff like that?
Yeah, pretty much.
We can, and occasionally we do, but like myself and Tyler we've been in the booth for like the technical director role underneath the other technical directors before they left. So we're mostly booth trained, and then our stage managers, when that title is jumping around, they're stage trained with all their stuff. So occasionally it does switch back and forth, but most of the time if you know the booth, you stay in the booth, and if you know the stage, you stay on the stage.
Like usually he's on sound, I'm on lights, and then stage we've had TJ Mooney as our stage manager, we have Josh Rodriguez, Jason Downey did an amazing job in Drama Fest.
So you just try and like stick with what you're good at?
Stick with what you know,
Stick with what you know, yeah.
What makes the tech crew different and unique from other clubs and activities?
I'd say it's just like pretty just relaxed bunch of people. I'd have to say the people, because everyone I've ever met in any technical industry is always just the most relaxed people. Like there's always like that one hardo, but I mean, everyone has that.
Yeah.
It just seems best kind of people, to be honest. Same with film.
Yeah, I feel like there's a huge advantage to if you're interested in technical theater, because we have a well-advanced theater, our auditorium, and you actually get to use the equipment you would use in the real world if you were looking into a career in film or technical theater.
That's awesome. All right, so what got you to join the tech crew, and why do you think others should join?
We actually joined.
Yeah, we kind of both started in like 6th grade. And I kind of joined mostly because of him, because my best friend was doing tech. I was like, oh, what's that? So it piqued my interest. How'd you start?
I started back in 6th grade at the Joyce Middle School. We had a backstage crew, which wasn't as advanced as our theater crew here. But we basically did like the curtain stuff, some of the lights for things like the
talent show.
The talent show and stuff like that. And then when we came to the high school, we saw that there was a much more functional and technologically advanced auditorium. So we just basically talked to as many of the teachers as we could and figured out how to get into it, and that's how we started.
We kind of had to, well, he kind of did most of the legwork. He just kind of had to find through other students that we knew were in tech crew to figure out how to join.
Yeah. Well, hey, you guys are glad you joined, right?
Oh, most definitely. It's definitely made my high school career easily.
Awesome. All right, so do you have any events coming up?
We do actually. We have the Wizard of Oz musical coming up April 12th and 13th, I believe.
11th and 12th, I believe.
11th and 12th? Okay, 11th and 12th.
All right, so if you could describe the tech crew in one word, what would it be and why?
Organized.
Organized chaos, all one word.
Yep.
No spaces?
No spaces. We don't
All
believe in
right.
spaces.
What makes you say, organized chaos? No
There's
spaces.
Organized chaos, all one word.
we set up our shows like when the musical rolls around. We set it up as much as we can and we train for it, so it's a good production. But then things go wrong when things can go wrong.
Yeah.
And something always goes wrong. So we try to fight. We tried to fight through it, and we usually do.
There's no fighting through it.
You can hide the mistakes, but there are most definitely mistakes.
Yeah.
In almost every production you see, there's almost always like an actor will miss a line or something like that, and just the audience never realizes it, but everyone, all the techies and the actors are like, oh no.
What is your favorite memory from being in the tech crew?
Mine would probably be the finished product. Like when it all comes together, it's got to be the highlight of it all. Like that's what really, like when you're sitting back and it's the end of a play and like actors are all getting their bows and you're just sitting there just like, we did it.
It all pays off.
Yeah, I have to agree with that. I definitely think that the finished product and being able to watch it like behind the scenes, but also work through it, and then listening to everyone applaud and cheer for you at the end, that you know that you guys put on a good production. It's a good feeling.
That's awesome. That's great, guys. All right, well, that's it for our show today. Thanks, Mike and Tyler, for coming in and talking to us about the tech crew. If any of you out there are interested or want to find out more about the tech crew, you can talk to Mr. Hayes, Mike, or Tyler, and I'm sure they would love to talk to you about it. Be sure to search us on Facebook and like our page. We're working on uploading the shows we've done this year, so if you missed an episode, you can watch it on there. Feel free to leave a comment. I'd love to hear from you. Also remember that if any of you would like to come on the show and tell us about your club or activity, stop by the Woburn Public Media Center, which is located near the upper gym. Thanks for tuning in, and see you later, everyone.